Good day, everyone. In this PowerPoint presentation, we are going to discuss about the light, heat, and sounds. We are the group 4. My name is Alexis Lopez, and my other group mates are Julina Magdasok, Rona May Manchon, and Sheila Ann Mapa. They will also about to discuss the other topics. So, let's start. First, we have the heat. Heat, it is the energy of moving particles of matter. This particular type of energy has particles that are in motion, meaning that heat energy itself has a motion. Since it can be transferred from one area to another area, there are methods to transfer heat. We have the conduction, convection, and radiation. Let us know each of them. Methods of heat transfer. First, we have the conduction. Conduction, transfer of heat that takes place in solid particles, meaning we have the source of heat, such as flame or fire. The heat will transfer to solid particles, and that particular solid particles must be attached or very close to the source of heat, and that's what we call conduction. Next, we have the convection, a transfer of heat that takes place in either gas or liquid particles, meaning we have source of heat and then the heat will transfer to either gas or liquid particles, and these liquid particles must be in contact with the source of heat, so the heat will travel from source towards the gas or liquid particles. And then the last, we have the radiation. It transfers of heat that does not need any medium such as gas, liquid, or solid. So we have the source of heat, that heat will transfer to a particular object without the object being in contact with the source of heat. So let us discuss further. So we have conduction. So we have here the source of heat, the candle with flame, and the other one above is the solid particle. Metal. The metal is in contact with the flame so that the heat from the flame will travel to solid particle. So that is what we call conduction. Whenever heat would transfer or will travel to solid particles, that is what they call conduction. Next one, we have convection. So we have here the source of heat, then the heat will transfer to or will travel to liquid particles, or the gas particles. So we have the source of heat, the flame. During the time you are boiling water, the heat will transfer to water, or during the time that you are boiling water, the heat from the flame will actually produce smoke, and that smoke has heat, so that the heat travels through that medium, which is gas. But there is actually heat transfers in air medium and heat transfer in liquid medium. Thus, that is what we call convection. Then lastly, we have the radiation. The source of heat, which is fire. If you try to look at what we have here, the hands are not in contact with the flame, right? Or the fire, though the hands are not in contact with the fire, the heat will still transfer to hand. The hand can receive heat without in contact with the fire. Try to look at it. It doesn't need water. It doesn't need any object between fire and the hand. At the same time, it does not need gas in order for this particular method of heat transfer to the hands to receive the heat, right? So we have the fire in the hand. It doesn't need any medium in between. The object will receive the heat in the source of heat. That is what we call radiation.
Light. It is the visible form of energy. Light commonly refers to electromagnetic radiation that can be detected by human eyes. Light may undergo transmission, absorption, reflection, and refraction. Transmission. It means light passes through an object or passing of light through a material without being absorbed. Transparent. Transparent objects allow all the light to pass through them. This means that we can clearly see through them. Transparent used to describe something clear or see-through. It means if an object is transparent, you can clearly see things on the other side of it by looking through that object. You can also see details like color through transparent objects. Here are the examples of transparent objects: clear glass, transparent plastic, and clear water. Translucent. Translucent objects allow some light to pass through them. This means that we can partially see through them. The word translucent is an adjective used to describe something allowing light to pass through but not showing the distinct image on the other side. If an object is translucent, you can see that there is something on the other side of it when looking through, but you can't exactly tell what you're seeing. In other words, it is not clear. The examples of translucent objects are tinted car windows, sunglasses, and single piece of tissue. And the last one is opaque. Opaque objects do not allow any light to pass through them. This means that we cannot see through them at all. The word opaque is an adjective used to describe something not capable of having light pass through. In science terms, opaque is actually the opposite of transparent and translucent. The example of opaque objects are wooden door, stone wall, and metal roof.
Reflection. Bouncing back of light. What is reflection of light? When a ray of light approaches a smooth polished surface and the light ray bounces back, it is called the reflection of light. The incident light ray which lands upon the surface is said to be reflected off the surface. The ray that bounces back is called the reflected ray. If a perpendicular were to be drawn on a reflecting surface, it would be called normal. Laws of reflection. The laws of reflection determine the reflection of incident light rays on reflecting surfaces, like mirrors, smooth metal surfaces, and clear water. Let's consider a plane mirror as shown in the figure above. The law of reflection states that the incident ray, the reflected ray, and the normal all lie in the same plane, and the angle of incidence is equal to angle of reflection. Types of reflection of light. Regular reflection is also known as specular reflection, diffuse reflection, and multiple reflection. The quality of reflection depends on the surface of reflectors. The good reflectors, smooth and shiny objects, and the poor reflectors, rough objects such as wood and cloth. Refraction, bending of light. Refraction is the change in the direction of a wave passing from one medium to another. Refraction of light is one of the most commonly observed phenomena, but other waves like sound waves and water waves also experience refraction. Refraction makes it possible for us to have optical instruments such as magnifying glasses, lenses, and prisms. It is also because of the refraction of light that we are able to focus lights on to our retina. Causes of refraction. Change of speed results in change in direction. A light ray refracts whenever it travels at an angle into a medium of different refractive index. This is change in speed results in a change in direction. As an example, consider air traveling into water. The speed of light decreases as it continues to travel at a different angle. Absorption. Absorption of the colors of light. The colors of light: red, orange, yellow, green, blue, indigo, and violet. When all colors of light are absorbed, the object appears black. When all colors of light are reflected, the object appears white. Colors of light may be reflected or absorbed. Color that is reflected will be the color of the object. When more colors of light are absorbed, greater heat energy is received.
Good day everyone. I'm Rona May Manshan. My topic is about sounds. What is sound? Sound is a form of energy produced by vibration. A sound wave occurs when air particles alternate between being bunched together, compression, and spread out, rarefaction. Sound waves rarely on particles, either a solid, liquid, or gas. Vibration is the back and forth movement of matter, which is the beginning of sound. Vibration causes particles in the air to be pushed quickly, compression. The push stops, but it has caused a sound wave that travels to bring the sound to our ears. Our ear detects the sound waves through ear's eardrum and some nerves. Then send the signal to our brain. Our brain cells tells us what sound was just heard. Our brain can quickly identify many sounds. There are three characteristics of sounds: absorption, reflection, and refraction. Absorption, energy from sound wave is transferred to object. Reflection, bouncing back of sound as in echoing. Refraction, bending of sounds from one medium to another. Absorption, the sound is absorbed by the walls, reducing the noise or volume. As you can see in the photo, the wall has egg trays. Egg boxes are made of very tiny cardboard, allowing sound waves to have travel directly through sounds, reflection, and diagrammatic absorption. Reflection. Echoing is bouncing back of sounds. You can get an idea of this speed of sounds if you live near a cliff, mountain, or a large building that makes a good echo. Delay between the original noise. A clap, for example, and it is echo to the time it has taken the sound to travel there and back. Refraction. Sound travel faster in solid than in liquids, and faster in liquid than in gas. When the sound travels from the medium to another, its speed changes. all. Thank you.